Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Alien Disintegrator and how to get it and if it's good, and I just figured now's the time because you can get it by going to the Alien event, which I'm going to show here. So let's get into it. Okay, again, so if you're wondering how to get this, you just go to the Invaders from Beyond event. It's a seasonal event. It is not on all the time, so if you're watching this a little bit later and can't get it, you just have to wait for this event to pop up and hope you get a drop for it, which is the Alien Disintegrator, not the Blaster. It doesn't really have a lot of mods on it. It has one automatic receiver, which I would highly recommend. I just feel like the other receivers are just not as good, really. Here's the Poison Receiver, which is probably my least favorite out of the three semi-automatics. This is the Cryo one. It wasn't too bad, but definitely still lacking some damage. The Powerful one was actually pretty decent, but just a very slow fire rate, and yeah, it just wasn't as good as the automatic. So let's get into the build that I use, which will be an automatic commando build. And these are the points that I'm using. Now, these are the perk cards that I'm using for this build. If you do want to go the semi-automatic route, all you have to do is replace the commandos for riflemen, and then you have the same build pretty much, and you'll be able to do damage with those. Because maybe you didn't get the automatic receiver yet, and you want to try the other one. I did include the science perk cards as well, as they do buff the damage, and this is the legendary perk cards that I am using with this build. If you do not have all these legendary perk cards unlocked, this is a beginner's build to start working towards this if you do want to use this weapon, and it's definitely usable, which we're going to show here. And yeah, just if you're a beginner, hopefully that build will help you. Here's the mutations that I'm using. Definitely Adrenal, Eagle Eyes. You don't need Egghead. Healing Factor is good. Herbivore for Blight Soup. Herd Mentality. Marsupial, Speed Demon, and Scaly Skin. And this is the weapon that I'm using. Now, I would recommend a Bloodied if you can get your hands on it. If it's a faster fire rate or more critical damage, that is just as good. But the anti-armor is not bad, and this is the best roll I could get, so. And just to say, it is not really the most powerful weapon, but it does get the job done. It's just one of those weapons where there are going to be more powerful weapons. Like I said, there's not really a lot of mods or attachments for it, and just aiming down sights is kind of a pain with this weapon. You can see it doesn't really have any like sights at all, and it is kind of jumpy when you fire it. So this this weapon is best used, I think, in VATS, and if you can use it any other way, then, you know, props to you. And like I said, it does get the job done. You can see I'm taking out a behemoth here pretty quickly. And just overall general mobs, like, you will pretty much destroy them. This is like a high tier medium damage gun, so somewhere between medium and good damage, this weapon, I would say. If you're up close with enemies, it's definitely very good as well. It definitely seems to drop damage with a bit of range, but again, it still will get the job done. For general mobs, absolutely, you know, amazing, like most weapons are. Like, you could use a rolling pin against general mobs, right? You know what I mean? I just wouldn't go using this, you know, to solo fight Earl or anything like that. The Colossal Problem. Even aliens, I found, like would take more than a couple of shots. You can see the range is just falls off there when they get so far away. But up close, regular enemies, like, you're not always going to be running into aliens, and if you're up close, you'll pretty much, for the best part, do more than enough damage. Just wanted to show too that you can drop this weapon now. You can make one for a friend if they don't have the plan and drop it for them, and vice versa too. If somebody has the plan and just wants to give it to you, they can drop the plan for you and you can pick it up now, which is an amazing thing because we couldn't do this before. Hopefully this changes for a lot of plans. And just my overall opinion of this weapon is that it is a medium to good damaging weapon if you really put an effort into it. It's a decent semi-automatic build if you want to go that route as well, because the stealth is pretty good with it. But just as overall, like, even with a fully automatic commando, it's just alright. It's a lot of fun to use, and it sounds great. But other than that, it just, Yeah, it's not really anything special in the damaging department, and like a railway rifle, a fixer, a handmade, it's just going to be more powerful than this weapon. But like I said, it does sound great. It's a ton of fun to use, and yeah, you will probably turn some heads at events when people hear this weapon going off. And yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of fun to use. It's definitely worth a try, everybody, is my best way to put it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my review on the weapon. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to add anything in the comments. And as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.